Hey guys, Drew Plays here again, and we are doing another Skyrim Mage class. So this is Skyrim Mage class 3, in which I am teaching you how to be a good mage player. So we're not going to do a super long stream today. It's going to be about an hour, per usual. I know I usually run about an hour 15, but I do have to work today. So I'm going to be about an hour stream. And we're gonna push through as much as we can in an hour through this mage storyline.
The chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch.
Good. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, or even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? It's magica, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Will allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. I'll be the one asking the question. All you need to know is that the Sijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Okay, so we're just gonna follow him.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
I mean you no harm.
Several, if you're talented.
It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Sijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Okay, so we have to find the Augur of Dunlane, so we just start talking to people.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Has Toftir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Until next
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't.
So now, we can head right out here. I believe we have to find Toftir, if I'm correct.
It's always... Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be...
Okay, so we're gonna go
Until
and find
next time.
the Augur of Dunlane.
I have many important things. Your concerns.
So you head right over here, and you just go right down into the Midden. Navigating these tunnels can be a little difficult, but if you just kind of move around and figure it out, it's not that difficult. There we go. That makes things easier. Okay, so this is somewhere interesting if you guys ever want to make spell tomes and whatnot. You can actually make them here. Like you can make the Atronach things for part of your spell tomes, which is pretty interesting. Kind of not super important, but it's a decent thing to know about. So here's the Draugr that we killed. So I believe there's a chest down here. So we're actually gonna jump to this. I think we just have to go down from here. I think this is, I can't remember exactly what this is. That one I actually couldn't tell you guys about. I haven't used that before that I remember. But I haven't done this storyline in a while. But we keep going through here. And we just plow through everyone. Like I said, these tunnels are a little tricky to navigate at first, but it's not too bad.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano.
Ooh, big surprise.
He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You and those aiding Magnus, you wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Okay. So I I'm not like giving away the story of everything here. I'm letting you guys basically see how this unfolds as we go, if you've never done the storyline before. Obviously I knew it was Ankano, who was the betrayer, the traitor, that sort of thing. I'm not like giving away anything with the storyline and whatnot. I don't want to give that away, because if no one has seen it before, or played it out before, I would feel bad telling about what happens. So we will head back upwards if we can. Like I said, these tunnels are a pain in the ass to navigate. But if I can find... Okay, here's the jogger, so I know where I'm going now, I think. That's there, yep, upstairs here. At least I think I know where I'm going. There we go. Okay. So, now I believe to the Archmage we go.
What you learn... Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Okay, so we got the Mage's circlet. Let's go down to that. Increase your magic by 30 points. I don't think that's worth it because the hood does the same exact thing for us. So we can leave everything the way it is. It's not really, he said he hopes it's useful to us, but it's not really useful at all.
I'm working on some very the exact nature of my research is a secret. I don't think anyone
so I
here
think we're looking for
truly
Mirabelle Irvine. Yeah.
That's how useful my work will be.
Okay, so we have to go upstairs to find her. Ooh, she's sleeping. We gotta wake her up.
Please don't bother the... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Okay, so now we have the wonderful mission of going to Mzulft, which is a dwarven ruin. We will be going through there to find the Staff of Magnus. So I am actually going to go ahead and cut this short. I do have to actually get ready for work, but we will obviously continue this mission when I can, but we are going to go ahead and leave it at that for now, just so you guys get the idea of what is next for us. So, if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. And this is Drew Plays, once again, signing off.